Welcome to the Dave and Dharm Demystify show, and as part of our job we're going to be demystifying data centers with Equinix. So Equinix are based in Slough, and we thought actually, as a starting point it would be good to provide a broader overview of why Equinix is in Slough and why many other companies are in Slough as well from a kind of data center perspective. And so we're here at the Slough hub to actually meet with someone from Slough Town Council who's going to talk us through why they think Slough is a great place from a data center point of view. So we're going to go and meet him, and then from here we're going to go to the data center, Equinix data center, and actually spend more time understanding more about what's going on there.
Hi, I'm Pat Hayes. I'm the Exec Director for Regeneration, Environment and Transport here at Slough Council. And a wonderful day to be on the ground in Slough.
I know, isn't it incredible? We've got a great view of Slough Trading Estate from here. And the question I had is what makes Slough so attractive to companies who have data centres or are investing in data centres?
I mean, I always say to people that, if you think, where's the internet's in Slough, which, and people laugh to a degree, but it's actually true, and I think the thing that makes Slough so special is its connectivity. We could walk 25 minutes in that direction here at Heathrow Terminal 5, access to the world, 2 minutes that way, Great Western Railway line to Bristol and beyond, Crossrail into central London in 25 minutes. And in terms of the trading estate, Slough's got great power connectivity as well, which is really important. There's really, along that railway line runs lots of power cables. So we've got great connectivity in terms of power, we've got great connectivity in terms of people to work there, whether it's people coming in from California to Heathrow, whether it's people coming from central London, whether it's people coming in from further west. So that's why we've got this huge expansion here in Slough, and why data companies are locating here. They're buying big sites, building their own data centres, they're renting data space.
So now we're going to have a look at a data center. So we're stood in front of one of Equinix's facilities, and we're just going to go in and meet the team. Hi Bruce, thank you so much for having us here. So,
of course.
Could you just sort of start by introducing yourself and telling us a bit about where we're standing?
Sure. Yeah.
Pretty impressive.
It is impressive. So I'm Bruce Owen. I'm the Managing Director of Equinix UK. And we're standing in Slough, which most people don't realize is the largest data center market in all of Europe. And so there's only one larger data center market in the world, and that's in Ashburn, Virginia in the US.
Wow. I have to sort of start with a very basic question, which is, what is a data center? I mean, this place is enormous, but there'll be many people who actually don't quite understand what a data center is.
Well, a data center is a building, very simply, that houses IT infrastructure. And whether that is compute or storage or networking, it's a place where you can put critical infrastructure that is doing anything that's digital. So if you picture using your phone, anything you do from trying to communicate, trying to bank, trying to use critical services, absolutely anything has a digital footprint, and it needs to exchange somewhere, and that happens in a physical building, which is a data center.
So, I mean, I have to ask the question, if a data center was turned off, or all the data centers were turned off, what would happen in the world?
They all built with resilience. So people, there's not reliance on one particular building, but let's say all data centers went off, everything that's digital would cease and stop, and the internet would go down. Everything that we rely on our daily lives that has anything that's digital would stop working. And so they are absolutely mission critical to societal growth and to economic growth and to our daily lives. And that's what I think most people don't realize.
So obviously data centers are incredibly important,
Yeah.
but they also have a big environmental impact. So I'm kind of keen to understand from your perspective what that is and some of the things that Equinix is doing, and I guess the industry more broadly to mitigate that.
They do have a large environmental impact, and therefore it is a key part of how we run these facilities. So there's a couple of things. One is, how efficiently can you run them? We are able to run them a lot more efficiently than a lot of our customers would, and that's why they choose to put their infrastructure here. And we've actually seen since 2019 to now, we've had a 24% reduction in our Scope 1 and Scope 2 emissions because we're able to more efficiently run these facilities.
So you've been growing as a business, but...
Correct. So despite the growth, we're still able to reduce our overall emissions. And you see that across the industry at large, because we're building them more efficiently, we can run them more efficiently. So that's how they run. Where you procure power is another really important piece of the equation. And for us, we try and buy as much clean energy as we can. And then where we can't, we take out power purchase agreements. And those are where we are committing to purchase wind and solar in large projects. And we now have 96% coverage around the world for clean energy, renewable energy. And we have a commitment to 100% by 2030, and we're well on our way to do that. And in fact, here in EMEA, we're already at 100%. So that means that for every unit of energy that is consumed in this facility, it's covered by 100% either wind or solar. And I feel very proud about that.
So it's not just about emissions, as we also have water as well.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
you know, data centers need cooling, and cooling needs lots of water. So, you know, again, I'm sort of pointing at some of the things on the roof here. So, I mean, are you looking at advanced technologies in terms of cooling?
Yeah.
Ways of sort of minimizing the kind of air conditioning and things like that?
And it's constantly evolving. And so what we try and do is use as much of the ambient temperature as we can. The nice thing about being in the UK is there's enough cool days where we get access to free cooling the majority of the year. And then in terms of water, what's really important in this kind of work is transparency and accountability and being able to measure. And we're at these stages of trying to be really transparent in terms of what's the source of the water, how much water is being consumed, and then trying to lead the industry overall in how we do that. And then you can design data centers to either be air-cooled or water-cooled. And so we would look at what environment we're building in, and if there's more scarcity around water, as an example, we would design and build a facility differently.
Fantastic. Well, thank you. That's been really, really interesting.